What if overthinking was never about solving a problem, but about running from a feeling you already understand? You call it being careful. You call it being responsible. But somewhere inside you, you already know the truth. And point 2, that is the one almost no one recognizes in themselves. Stay until we get there. Here is the first sign most people miss. Overthinking rarely produces a decision. It produces exhaustion disguised as diligence. You know the feeling. It is midnight and your body is still, but your mind will not stop moving. You replay the conversation again. The email you sent. The thing you said and the thing you didn't. You search for the version of events where you did nothing wrong. And even when you find it, it does not feel finished. Because somewhere underneath all the analysis, there is a fear you have not named. Not the fear of the wrong decision. The fear of not being in control at all. And if this has ever happened to you, you are not indecisive. You have simply discovered a truth Marcus Aurelius understood nearly 2,000 years ago. And it is uncomfortable. Marcus Aurelius was not a man who had the luxury of overthinking. He ruled an empire while burying friends, fighting wars, and outliving his own children. In his private notebook, what we now call Meditations, he returned again and again to one idea: that the mind left undisciplined will torture itself with things it cannot change. He called this the discipline of assent. Choosing, deliberately, which thoughts you allow to command you. Modern psychology has since confirmed this almost exactly. Rumination does not reduce anxiety. It deepens the very pathway that produces it. Your brain does something fascinating when you overthink. It mistakes repetition for progress. Each replay feels like work. Each new angle feels like getting closer. But you are not solving anything. You are pacing in a locked room, convinced that walking faster will open the door. Marcus Aurelius understood this 2,000 years before neuroscience gave it a name. Remember what I said about point 2. We are almost there. IT is not about finding the right answer. It is about needing certainty to feel safe. Point 1. The illusion of control. You believe that thinking harder will protect you from being hurt again. Epictetus warned against this exact trap, mistaking what is within your power for what is not. So you grip tighter on decisions that were never fully yours to control in the first place. Not certainty, never certainty, just the exhausting performance of it. Point 2. The replay that never ends. And here it is. Point 2. The one that almost no one sees. You do not replay the past to understand it. You replay it hoping it will end differently this time. Psychologically, this is called rumination. And the brain treats it as unfinished business, so it keeps reopening the file. But some files were never meant to close with an answer. They were only meant to be set down. Point 3. The fear of being wrong in public. Much of your overthinking is not really about the decision at all. It is about how you will look if the decision fails. Marcus Aurelius wrote that other people's opinions of you are outside your control, and yet you spend your nights managing them anyway. Their judgment, their assumptions, their imagined verdict. None of it belongs to you. Point 4. The voice that is not yours. Somewhere in your overthinking, there is a voice narrating the worst outcome. Listen closely. It rarely sounds like you. Sounds like a parent, teacher, someone who once made you feel small. You inherited this voice. You did not choose it. And you are allowed to stop obeying it. Point 5. The cost of borrowed time. Every hour spent overthinking is an hour stolen from the life you are trying to protect. The Stoics called this the theft no one notices, because it feels productive while it happens. You are not living less on purpose. You are living less by accident, one spiraling thought at a time. Point 6. The dichotomy you keep ignoring. Marcus Aurelius built his entire philosophy on one distinction. What is up to you and what is not? Your effort is up to you. The outcome is not. Your intention is up to you. Their reaction is not. Most overthinking happens exactly at the border of these two things, where you keep reaching for what was never yours to hold. Even the silence after the storm. This is the one that changes everything. There is a moment, quiet, almost invisible, when a person simply stops fighting their own mind. Not because they found the perfect answer, because they finally understood there was no perfect answer to find. Marcus Aurelius called this the return to the ruling center, the mind coming home to itself. And once you feel it, even for a moment, you do not forget it. There was a woman who rewrote the same 3 sentences in her head for 11 months. The sentences were part of a conversation that had already ended, with someone who had already moved on. Every night she searched for the version where she said the right thing, where she was not misunderstood, where the story ended in her favor. And then one evening she noticed something strange. She could not even remember why the conversation had mattered so much. Something became clear. The story had already finished. Only her mind had kept it open. That was the moment everything changed. Not because she found peace, but because she finally stopped searching for it in the past. So what do you actually do with all of this? Here is what I call the Stillness Discipline. Point 1. Name what is yours. Before you spiral, ask one question. Is this within my control? This works because it interrupts rumination at the exact moment it begins. Write down the one thing you can actually influence right now. Point 2. Set a closing time. Give the thought a deadline. 10 minutes, not 10 hours. The Stoics practiced this as a form of mental discipline. The mind does not need infinite time to arrive at a decision, only permission to stop. When the timer ends, close the thought, even without resolution. Point 3. Return to the body. Overthinking lives entirely in the head. The body interrupts it. Marcus Aurelius wrote his private notebook by candlelight after long physical days. Movement grounded his mind before his mind could spiral. Stand up and change your physical position the moment you notice the loop starting. Not explanation. Distance. Not more analysis. Clarity. Stop justifying every decision to a jury that is not even watching. Your silence at some point becomes wisdom, not avoidance. But there is one more thing. The lesson beneath all the other lessons. If you want to move beyond simply understanding this, if you want to actually live differently because of it, then here is what Marcus Aurelius considered the highest form of strength. Not the ability to control every outcome, but the willingness to accept what unfolds without needing to have predicted it first. He called it amor fati by later interpretation. The love of one's fate, not as resignation, but as freedom. You are not indecisive. You are simply someone who has been mistaking vigilance for safety. Your mind was never broken. It was only doing what it thought would protect you. And now, you finally understand it does not need to work that hard anymore, as Marcus Aurelius might have said. Your mission is not to arrive at certainty before you are allowed to move. Your mission is to act with clear intention, and release what was never yours to hold. And that will always disturb those who never dared to let go. Remember this, my friends. Overthinking was never proof that you cared enough. The Stillness Discipline is not a set of rules. It is a way of seeing clearly, finally, without apology. Certainty was never the goal. Peace was. Because one day you will look back on this moment, and you will understand that the answer was never in the replay. It was in the letting go. And that is when everything changes. Of the 7 signs we talked about today, one of them has likely already shown up in your life. Tell me in the comments, was it the replay that never ends, or the voice that is not yours, and how long did it take you to notice it? If you want more videos on human psychology, the philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, personal power, and the hidden dynamics that shape every relationship, subscribe to Ancient Soul Philosophy. Because understanding the human soul means taking back control of your life.